hello, you insouciant long pigs. It is I, Tom One, coming at you for another Transformers Transformation Review thingy. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Be sure to hit subscribe, the notification bell, so I've got new videos out, should be every Thursday and Saturday, and this is a fucking doozy. If this is your first time, we're taking a look at Transformers War for Cybertron Siege Jetfire. Oh, yeah, or Skyfire. Yeah, he's pretty fucking cool, isn't he? He's a big fuck-off jet, like in the cartoon. Looks like exactly like the cartoon. There have been various Jetfires over the years, including the original one, which I have. There he is. Right there. Look at that. I haven't done a review of him yet, because he's broken. Anybody at TF Nation can sort me out a junker body that has the wings intact. Thank you very much, I'll take it. Anyway, we're not talking about the G1 one, we're talking about the Siege one. And yes, he's fucking huge. Look at the size of him. Fucking huge. Here is Defcon, just to show you the size comparison. He's fucking massive. We'll need him again in a minute, but he's fucking huge. Another size comparison. Here is Studio Series 86. No. He's a big boy. Yeah, it's fucking huge, and I fucking love it. And the detail on this thing is just absolutely insane. He does have landing gear, as you can see there. He's got 3. And he rolls reasonably okay, I guess. I mean, for such a big thing. Yeah, let's take a look at some of those details there. Yeah, so we've got a really nice cockpit. I love this blue, transparent blue they've got going on. We'll have a look at that in a moment. We've got a Decepticon badge. What's that about? He's an Autobot. One of the gimmicks is you can push that in and turn it round. You know, and he becomes an Autobot, just like in the cartoon, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I love the colour scheme. I love the white, the red, little bits of grey here and there, and then this lovely blue colour. I've got blue. I like this white stripe across there. You've got this grey sort of grille. Got another blue cockpit there. Does that, but that's more for transformation. You've got detail throughout this thing, absolutely loaded with detail. You've got millimeter. You've got ports everywhere as well. You've got thrusters going on here. You know, I mean, yeah, you can see where robot's going to end up, but fucking hell, it's a beautiful thing. You've got intakes here as well. You've got this. You've got lovely detail on the wings here as well. I do like this really nice red stripe going on. Very X-wingy. Very good, very good. Yeah, so he's got a couple of gimmicks in this mode. As aforementioned, the landing gears, which is pretty cool. And of course the changing insignia there. But he has this. So what you can do is you snap the nose cone down like Concorde. Lift this up. Excuse me. So I've had a massive coughing fit earlier. I don't even know where it came from. Yeah, so he's got this engine block thing, which is covered in details, but I'm not sure what it's in reference to. It's got a port on the back. I mean, you could put it on something, I guess. But he's got like a little engine block there. Now you can fit in there a Titan's Return. So we've got Emissary here, so you can fit him in there, and he sits in there really nicely. Close the cockpit up, and like that. And you can sit in there and fly all day. That's pretty cool, isn't it? That's pretty cool. Get it into frame there, yeah? That's pretty cool. So we'll get him out of there, because we're going to need him for something else. So come on, you. Get in there. Put this back in here. And that just stays in there. It doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't do anything. I just leave it in there. There we go. Boom. So we come to the back section here. Now, as you can see, this is another cockpit. It's like that in the cartoon. It's never explained what it is, what it does. Just there. If you lift this section up at the back, hang on, let's put my camera down. If you lift this section up at the back, it's pegged in, fucking super tight. Oh, there we are. Inside there, if you can put that inside there, you've got little seats. So you can get another Titan's Return guy. We'll have Emissary again. And then you can place him in there like that. And then you can close this all up, like so. Like so, and then you can sit in there, and you can probably stay in there, and you won't even know he's there. You just make him out, just in there. Pretty cool. But we'll take him out of there, because if I don't take him out, I'll forget he's in there, and then when I'm looking at me, Mega Prime, I'll forget where he is. So we'll take him out. He's a little awkward to get out there, but I've got him out. So yeah. So we're not done in this mode. He has more things. So, come on. Oh, come on, get back on there. There we are. There we are. Very squeaky. So we're not done. Okay, so he comes with accessories, and he comes with a fuck ton. He comes with 2 blast effects, which is pretty cool. I have these in 3 colours now. I have the orange one, the purple one, and the green one. Yes, so yeah, I've got 3 colours. So yeah, so basically you put these in the back here like that, and then you can, excuse me, you can rock it all day and all night, which is pretty cool. So what else? Right, okay. So it comes with, we'll just move him out of the way just ever so slightly. It comes with this thing. This thing is covered in weapons. Now, one way to display it, so you can connect all these different weapons up to his chest plate, which is a very nice storage idea, except it comes off. It's just pegged on with a little slot here. It'd be better if it was a post and port, but it's reasonably stable on there. There we go. So what you can do is, on the top here, I have to lift my camera up, you can push these down and you've got a little hole there, and then you can put the gun just in the hole. Sorry, I'm going to have to, there we go. So you can have that configuration going on. It's a bit bulky, you know, you can have it and you can pretend that, you know, it flies off. Oh, it comes off there. That's not supposed to happen. To show you, it just pegs on. You've got these different ports there. You've got 2 there and you've got 2 larger ones there. And they match the ones on the gun. We'll have a look at the gun in a minute anyway. And then same for this side as well. And we get the little one there as well, which connects on the side there. And then that's got a hole in there, so you can connect that up like that. So yeah, so now what we can do is we can arm him up a different way. So you get these and you connect them to the side thus, and then turn him round, and we'll put the other one on there also thus. Now these wings, these missiles rather, the longer ones will fit underneath here. We've got these, already got these in position. Look, these stick out, but these fit in these holes here like that. And then you get these ones will fit into these holes here like that. So we've got that going on. Same again for this side. You put the little one on the peg like that, and then we put the peg in the hole there like that. And then, I turn him around, and you can reconnect this as well, like that. And then we've got that configuration going on, and then he looks pretty fucking badass as well. So you've got, there's different things you can do. You've got the missiles under the wings there, and you've got the guns on the back there as well, and you've got the extra rotating cannon on the top there, which is pretty cool, and then the blast effects going on. Pretty fucking awesome. Like I said, this is a fucking huge figure. It's probably going to be, I've been transforming it for the last 2.5 hours to remember how to do it. But yeah, so let's, alright, yeah, he's got another gimmick. So let's take the guns off, because we're going to need those for robot mode as well. So we might as well just take all these off, like so. Let's get them all off, because everything's going to fall off anyway. Just take everything off. Naked him up, I guess. But we're still not done. He's still got a couple more gimmicks. Right, so, take it to the underside. And under here, you've got these little hand holes, so you can pull these out like that, and then here, if you slide this section down, open it up slightly, slide it down, a red one comes out, and you've got another hand hole here as well. Same for this side, slide it down, hand hole. So we get Devcon here, and he wants a ride, and you can lift up, and you can hold on to the hand hole. He says, come on, why won't you hold on to that one? There we are. You can hold on to it, and you can fly, you know, and do that thing. You can't even see, it's so big. There we go. And you can put 4 Autobots on there, or Decepticons on there, and you can be, you know, be a troop transport, which is pretty cool, isn't it? So we'll just take them off there. It's pretty cool. So we'll just put these away, because we don't need them anymore. We've done the gimmicky thing. Yeah, and so yeah. Whew. He's not, I mean, he's nice and heavy, but he's not too heavy that, you know, you can't, you know, if you're a child, you can't fly around with it. My dad got me this for Christmas about 6 years ago, I want to say now. Going dirt cheap on Amazon. I think he paid £60 for it, because I sent him the link. Anyway, so, right, to transform it, what do we do? Okay, so, this is where it might get complicated. Actually, it's not a very complicated transformation. It's just kind of getting things in the right place and making them stay there. So the easy thing to do first is get the wing, and you flip it over, and you've got a peg there and a port there, and they just fit over there like that, and it just frictions in. This bit rotates there, and this bit of the wing rotates underneath thus. So we'll do the same again on this side, so you can see what see what I'm doing. So rotate this fin in, this aileron even underneath like that. That flips underneath like that, and then that rotates all underneath, makes it all neat. Then you can get the wing and slide it up like that till it clicks. There we go. Didn't click this side. So we get this whole section here. Now we disconnect the thrusters, so we split them in half like that, and this whole section, like I showed you, putting the thingy inside there, the Titan's Return dude. You lift this up like that. Come on, well, what you lift up? There we go. So you lift this whole section up like that, and it rotates, and it just moves forward. It's on a double hinge. I don't know if you can see it just in there. It's on a double hinge, and then it'll rotate in there, and that will just hold down when you slide it in, and you slide it in like that. So that's that done. So we come to the legs. So what do we do here? Right, okay, so we come to the legs, and what we do is we just disconnect on the inside here. So you disconnect the leg like that, slide it all the way around like that, and then you've got you just got to get the grey bit in there like that, and this section here we'll disconnect off there, rotate that in, and you've got these two ports there. They will fit two posts there. They'll fit in these nice little ports there, and lock everything into place like that, and that just fits in. Come to the back of the what will be the leg, and you lift this up like that, and you lift this one out like that, and then we've got feet, which is pretty cool. Same again for this side. We just slide the leg round like that, rotate this round. We disconnect it off there. It's a bit tight on this side. There we go. And that's just pegged in. So you've got a port there and a peg there. That just rotates in there like that and locks that bit into place. And then we rotate that down and then rotate that out like that. And we've got legs, and we stand him up. Now this is where it gets big. Bear with me. Right, we're here. So now what do? Is it looks yellow, but it's the light from me overhead light here. I managed to fix it. It's yellow, but it's actually not. It's actually survived quite well. Stood on the shelf all this time. It hasn't yellowed, which I'm really impressed at. I've seen a lot more people that are a bit more yellow than mine, but there we are. So we lift these sections up at the side like that. I just realised we need more height. There we go. So right, so then we just move them out of the way. I'll flip the landing gear up, which I forgot to do earlier. So then we come into here, and then we just disconnect what will become his arms. And they're just held on. There's a peg there, and there's a port on his arm. They just rotate out like that. So for this side, you unpeg that, rotate that out like that. And you come to the arm, and then what do we do for the arm? Is we lift this section up like that. Lift this section out slightly. And then this will relieve his wrist. And then that rotates in there. And you've got a peg and port. And then you peg and port like that. And then you come underneath here and you rotate that out. Thus, same again for this side. Out like that. Just pull out slightly so you can get his fist in. Rotate that in, rotate that out. And then you pull this up like... Oh, okay, no, that was hard. There we are. Rotate that in like that. So we're here. We're nearly done. And actually for a big guy, he's not a lot of transformation going on. So yeah, so now what do we do? Is we get the cockpit here and then we just bend it down like that and then rotate that whole section in like that. And then while we're doing that, we rotate these forward like that. And then this whole section should... There we are. It should fit in like that. And then you just snap his arms in. Thus, and then, boys and girls, is Jetfire in his robot mode. And he's pretty fucking impressive, quite frankly. And I'm just going to move that out of the way so we can get it all into frame. Which I don't think we can. We'll have to pull the camera out. And he's pretty cool. Now, he does have a face mask. I'll check that out first. The one good thing about it is you can store everything in robot mode, in vehicle mode. But you can take his mask out like that and to reveal his actual face. And then we just have a little mask, which is pretty cool. Very reminiscent to his old G1. Not quite, but it's got a similar vibe to it. It's just done in a... Dropped it all over the floor. Done in a blue plastic. Actually, no, I think yes, it is. It's done in a blue plastic and then painted over it in white, which isn't too bad. I thought it was blue plastic glued inside, but it's not. It's blue plastic painted with white. But there we go. And there's his mask. And there he is. There's his little face there. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Does look like exactly like the G1 cartoon, and it's just so fucking cool. It really is. It does have a light piping, but it's a little bit shit, if I'm honest. You've got this tiny little hole at the back there. Unless you get it exactly right, which I don't think I can get it with my light. Oh, there we go. You can get a little bit, yeah. Get a little bit going on there, which is pretty cool. But yeah, as for a big figure, it's not that big it's not that complicated a transformation. And I've always said a good transformation doesn't have to be complicated. Just has to do what it's set out to do, and this one does. So yeah. Actually, I've done that a bit wrong there. There we are. No, it should be back up a touch. Like that, that's it. There we are. Yeah. The only thing, though, is... I think I messed up somewhere. No, I haven't that time. I thought I'd messed up there, but I didn't. Yeah, he's pretty cool. I really like this guy. I mean, I've always liked Jetfire anyway as a character. Obviously, he was in Cybertron Siege cartoon. We don't talk about that because it was just awful. Yeah, he's fucking huge. I mean, I'll bring DevCon back in. Just show you how big this guy is. You know, gotta move everything out of the way. That's how big Jetfire is. Ignore the mess there. I'm still sorting this place out. Pretty fucking massive. And Commander class, I believe they call it. Whatever they're calling it this week. I remember Commander classes used to be small figures, but there we are. But there we go. He's pretty cool. And I'll tell you what I do like though. These are the handles where you can swing out like that and let them hold on to. And they just become part of the design, which is really cool. And they've nailed the cartoon. They've absolutely fucking nailed the G1 cartoon. In terms of articulation then, his head is just on a sliding, it's on a rotation. Oh, he's on a ball joint. It can move up and down. This grey section it sits on can move up and down a little bit, so you get a bit more height and, you know, anything. But yeah, it's on a ball joint, rotate it, look up and down. You can even go... Oh no, you can't do a scroll, no, just up and down, okay. You can see as well, they've got the next section in there, so it doesn't show you the, there you go, you see better like that. So you can't see the ball joint, which is very nice. But there we go, so you can do that. His arms can go 360 degrees, but they're kind of hindered by the kibble there. They've got a nice rotation joint, and that's a nice ratchet. There we are. You can rotate in and out as well. You can rotate at the top of the elbow rather than the bicep. Bend at the elbow. Oh, that's nice. Rotate at the wrist as well. But you can also move his fingers in and out. And this is really cool. So if you wanted having splayed fingers... Actually, I've just messed that up. That's supposed to be back there. That's it. Yeah, if you just want a splayed finger thing going on, you can. But if you wanted to hold his gun, you push his fingers in. And... cool. A little portal comes out, which is very cool. So it goes away and comes back when you need it. It's very nice. Nothing at the waist, unfortunately, but you can kick forward. You can kick back a little bit. In and out, but if you move these side skirts, you can kick proper out like that. Rotate at the top of the thigh. Bend at the knee. And that's your lot. His foot can go up and down, but that's more for transformation. It can't go left or right, I don't think. No, I don't think it can. Looks like it could, but I don't think it does. Hang on, let me just double check that. Let's see if I... yeah, it looks like there's a hinge there. But I don't think you can do it. Oh, no, there you can. And his ankle can come out like that. And it's quite an ankle bend. It's like his Brocky's ankle. But you can do it. But I don't tend to, because he's too big to pose. So we just stand him like that. And he's pretty fucking cool. His main gun is this. It's a big fuck off, looks like a double-barreled, double shotgun. It's fucking huge. You can separate it as well. So you can have a single shotgun if you want. But, you know, you can hold it in both hands. But I like to give him it, because it is very, very, very much like the cartoon. And you can give it in his hand there, and you can hold it like so. You can do that, and it is blast compatible as well. So you can give him these ones fit on best because there's no because they're quite close together. You see, so these fit on the best, and he can pew 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 all afternoon if he wants to. Now, you can put the other weapons on as well. So these can fit on his arms if you want them on his arms, like that. Although his gun is a little loose. I mean, it will stay there fine, but it's just a little loose. So you can put his guns on his arms. I prefer to put them on his legs. There we are. So you can put them on his legs, facing up like that. And then facing up like that. So you can do that. You can put these on his wrists as well if you wanted to. But I like to put these on the back there. So you can put them on his wings pointing up. Or like if you was installed in the jet mode, slightly angled like that. Which is like what I like to do. Just gives him that different look. So you can put them on slightly angled like that. Get these ones and you can put them on the outer part of the wing as well. Like that. So you've got that thing going on, which looks pretty fucking cool. So you can position them. Or you can have them straight up like that. But I like to angle them like that. It just makes it, just gives that different look. Which is pretty cool. Then you get the chest plate. And the chest plate is just like that. And what you do is you open these two panels here. Like that. They're a bit of a pain to get on. There we are. And we open this one as well, like that. And inside here you've got these slots, just here, one on each side. You've got these slots just there. It's a nice detail on that. So look at the chest plate. We haven't look at it yet. Nice Autobot symbol there. You got the black, the red, the blue, the white, and you got some really cool details going on. And then that just fits on his chest. It should. This side is always a problem. I don't know why. There we go. This side has always been a problem. Ever since I got it, it just will not fit on unless you jiggery poker it back on. And then you get his face mask, like so. And it just fits on the top of his head there. And it just fits on. Actually, I don't think we've seen the close-up of the head, have we? It's a very nice head. I do like that face sculpt. I do like the blue separating the white as well, which is very, very, very nice. Yeah. And then we get the face mask. And that little sort of square protrusion in there will just fit on this square section here. Come on. There we are. And boom. It looks pretty fucking cool. Pretty fucking cool. I really like this guy. In fact, I like it a lot more than I thought I initially would. But he's just a cool, big, fucking chunky, stonky fucking action figure. Turns into a super cool jet. Yeah, it's very cool indeed. Do I recommend you get this? If you can get him cheap, yes. But I think he's going a bit expensive now. I think he might have been reissued. And I definitely want the fucking Shattered Glass one, the black one. It looks amazing. Becky Decepticon as well. If you can get this guy, you should. I heartily recommend it. Oh, I've missed something actually. It's alright. You get the blast effects, and we'll just rebuild them just ever so slightly. And then, like I said, what I tend to do is I should put these in put away, but you can put them in his thrusters there, like that. And then one on this side as well. And now you can have him jetpack mode. Yeah, and he's just an awesome figure. He really is. Like I say, if you can get hold of him, I recommend you should. Like I say, if you're a big sorry, I knocked the camera there. If you're a big fan of big chunky figures, this is going to stand great on a shelf with the rest of them. And if you like Jetfire, then this is an absolute must, I think. So yeah, so like I said earlier, if you like what I do, hit subscribe, hit like, helps out the algorithm, costs you nothing. And if you hit the notification bell, tells you when I've got new videos out every Thursday and Saturday. And according to last analytics, 76% of people who watch my views and subscribed. Hit subscribe. Like I say, it costs nothing. Check out my socials, they're all in the description below. If you think I deserve it, I've also got a Patreon. It's also in the description, so please check that out as well. Big shout out to all my Patreons. Big shout out to all my subscribers, new and old. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will catch you all very soon. Bye for now.
Unleashing the power, tearing through the night. Transformers in my hands, ready for the fight. With every single figure, I gear up to transform. Soundwave SG-1,